Labor Day weekend, then with week 3 of Indiana high school football, we welcome you in to South Putnam High School in Greencastle, Indiana, western half of the state of Indiana, for tonight's rivalry game here on ISC Sports Network between the North Putnam Cougars and the South Putnam Eagles. Good evening, and thanks for being with us tonight. Alongside Chris Walker, I'm Rob Brown, happy to be bringing you tonight's contest. And Chris, we've got a good rivalry matchup tonight between these two Putnam County foes. One team kind of hitting the reset button prior to this year, looking to get some momentum, and another team looking to continue to be one of the top 1A programs in the state.
Yeah, Rob, really looking forward to this matchup tonight. Like you said, you got one team in North Putnam that's kind of trying to rebuild and regroup a little bit, new coaching staff, a lot of young players trying to get the ball rolling here, and then you got South Putnam who's been rolling a little bit, and they've been scoring a lot of points in their first couple of games.
Well, South Putnam comes in 1-1, posted 2 road wins. This is the home opener for the Eagles in this week 3, winning 70-0 at Cloverdale week 1, and then dropping a 57-34 decision at Owen Valley last Friday night. Meanwhile, North Putnam comes in 0-2, splitting, dropping a home game to North Montgomery in week 1, 36-7, and then losing 42-21 on the road at Southmont last week. Let's talk first, Chris, about this North Putnam team coming in. You mentioned averaging over 50 points a game. They've got a lot of options for their sophomore quarterback, Wyatt Mullen. 4 wide receivers, Luke Switzer running the ball well. This is an offense that can put up some big points, and North Putnam's going to have to be very careful about how they defend tonight.
Yeah, they really are, but you see they score a lot of points, but what's odd about it is they really want to run the ball. They want to establish the run first, right? And so, they like to establish the run and try to open up some of those passing lanes, and that's how they do their scoring. So it'll be interesting to see what their balance is going to be throughout this game.
Well, we mentioned North Putnam kind of getting back to basics and getting back to a reset, winning just 2 games last year. They made a coaching change, hiring Scott Moore, who's an assistant at Seeger. He brought along his father, Brian Moore, who's in the Indiana Football Hall of Fame for his efforts coaching several schools in the western half of the state. So I think in talking to some of the folks prior to the game, Chris, the North Putnam fans are very excited about this coaching staff. But anytime you have kind of a reset, it's going to take some time. And clearly they've made the decision to grow along with their freshman quarterback, Christian Kramer.
Yeah, it's always tough. I don't care how talented you are, but to be a freshman starting at this level is always going to be tough. You're going to go through your growing pains. But the thing is, if you can get through that year, you get that experience with that young quarterback, and it just builds and builds into something really nice.
Well, these two teams have played. This rivalry goes back to the early 70s between these two programs. They did not play last year. North Putnam had some COVID issues in week 3, so South Putnam had to find an opponent, went and played at Tri. That is not a close road trip going to the eastern half of the state to go play Tri on a Friday night. But they're back at it after a year absence last year. They played every year since 1973. Additionally, a couple times in the postseason as well. North Putnam leads the all-time series 35-20, and the Cougars have won 5 of the last 6. But certainly, Chris, when you look at the matchup tonight, South Putnam is the team that's kind of playing right now, at least 2 weeks in, on the front foot.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for North Putnam to slow this South Putnam team down. But again, that's why we play the game.
Well, we'll be interested to see how this unfolds. A good crowd filing in here in Greencastle for this one in week 3. You mentioned this is the 56th meeting all-time. North Putnam actually won the first 13 meetings.
Wow.
South Putnam did not beat North Putnam until 1985. They have played, we mentioned, 6 times in the postseason. North Putnam has won 4 of those 6. So you talk about goals for these two teams, Chris. Certainly South Putnam, they want to continue what they've done in 1A. It's pretty remarkable when you think about the fact that since the start of 2020, so you're talking 2 seasons plus 2 games, there's only 8 teams in 1A in the entire state that have won at least 20 games. South Putnam on that list with 21 wins, so they're clearly one of the top 1A programs in the state.
Yeah, when you can win at that level, that's going to put you in a certain class, right? And so they'd like to keep that rolling. And again, if you're North North Putnam, you're trying to just be fundamentally sound, be clean, do things the right way, give yourself a chance to start building for the future.
Well, and we talked before the broadcast tonight about North Putnam. And you hear that cliche a lot about from football coaches about the biggest improvement is from week 1 to week 2. And you look at North Putnam, what they did turning the ball over week 1 and what they were able to do week 2. And it's not a coincidence that week 2 loss last week at Southmont was much closer.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking 7 turnovers in week 1 versus 1 in week 2. You know, again, when you can do that, when you can play clean football, you're going to give yourself a chance.
Well, and watching that film in that opening loss to North Montgomery, a lot of those North Putnam turnovers were, balls that went in and out of the hands of receivers that had a chance to secure a first down, guys trying to make an extra effort, getting the ball knocked loose. And I think as a coach, you're more interested in your perspective on this. As a coach, you would think maybe you're more lenient on errors that are made out of aggression.
100%. I'd much rather see the physical mistakes than the mental mistakes. Things like lining up incorrectly on a formation or late hits, that kind of thing, right? I can deal with someone trying to get the extra yards and you may fumble. You're going to get used to game contact as the season goes on. That kind of stuff will be cleaned up. What is tougher to clean up are the mental mistakes. You got to be able to be sound in that part of the game.
Well, again, we have North Putnam 0-2 taking on South Putnam 1-1 here in Greencastle. Both of these teams, this is a conference game for both of these teams in the Western Indiana Conference. It's a 2-division league. The green division is for the schools that are a little bit smaller. South Putnam is the only school that's won it. There's only been one league game played. That was South Putnam and Cloverdale in week 1. But both these teams playing a league game tonight. South Putnam has won the green division of the Western Indiana Conference in each of the last 2 years.
That's impressive. You want to keep that rolling and stay on the good side of it.
Well, Chuck Soros in his 4th season here at South Putnam, he was very direct before the start of the season that their goals were threefold. The first is to win the league, win the division, in the process win the county. And you look at they don't play they play Greencastle, they play North Putnam, they play Cloverdale. They play all 3 schools in the county. So he's looking at sweeping those 3 and then winning the sectional and trying to make a run in the state tournament.
Well, I love those goals, and if you can accomplish those 3 things, that's going to be a very successful season.
Meanwhile, North Putnam, this is their first conference game of the season. Both these teams will be back at it next week. South Putnam will be at Greencastle, and North Putnam will be at home in a non-conference game against Covenant Christian from the west side of Indianapolis. It's been traditionally a very strong 1A program over the last couple years. We're just about set for the national anthem here at South Putnam High School, so what we're going to do is we're going to step out, take a break. When we come back on the other side, we'll have Chris's keys to the game. We'll take you right up to kickoff at the top of the hour. It's Indiana High School Football Week 3 on the ISC Sports Network.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds left. Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. That's the finish. You get a layup to take it. And an and 1.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is game time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 10 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Welcome back to South Putnam High School. Greencastle, Indiana are seen this evening for the 1-1 South Putnam Eagles, ranked number 11 in Class 1A, in both the coaches and the media polls this week against the 0-2 2A North Putnam Cougars. Alongside Chris Walker, I'm Rob Brown. Happy you're spending part of your Labor Day Friday with us. We got great plans for this weekend. Both teams coming out for the coin toss. North Putnam clad in the all-white uniforms with the dark blue helmets and the the orange trim. Eagles of South Putt in the royal blue tops and bottoms with the gold helmets, or the silver helmets rather, and the Eagles wings. Almost like a Philadelphia Eagles type look there, Chris.
Yes,
on the helmet.
it is. I like it.
They had a very sharp, the Eagles road uniforms last week at Owen Valley, very sharp kind of white tops with red numerals and royal blue pants. And we see coin toss concluding. Just about set to go. Before we have the kickoff, let's get to Chris's keys to the game tonight.
Looks like talking about the running game for really both teams, but South Putnam really wants to run the ball to open up their passing game. So like we said earlier in our opener, they like to score a lot of points, but they do it primarily with the running game. They will occasionally throw the ball, but they like to really run the ball. The next key is just be clean, really more for North Putnam. We talked about how in the first game they had 7 turnovers. Second game they only had 1. That second game was much more competitive. When you play clean and take care of the ball, you give yourself a chance to win the game. And thirdly, the conditioning. That's really for both teams. But when you're playing early in the season, you're playing a bunch of guys both ways, it's going to really matter what team is better conditioned and more hydrated. So let's see how that goes.
Well, we've caught a little bit of a break in that the cloud cover has dropped the temperature lower than what we anticipated it would be earlier in the week for tonight's 7 o'clock kickoff. That said, North Putnam has just 31 players rostered. They've got, look at their starting 22. They've got 8 players playing both ways. Meanwhile, the Eagles have 52 on their roster and just 3 playing 2 ways. I think that might be a cumulative effect tonight. South Putnam will receive the football first. This field runs north to south, so North Putnam will be kicking toward the north end zone in this first quarter rather. Handling the kickoff duties, Evan Pauley for the Cougars. And Wyatt Switzer is deep for the Eagles. It's a short kick taken by the up back at the 24-yard line. That's Fisher Jones angling out toward the middle of the field, and he'll bring it out across the 45. Nice return.
It was. Fisher Jones, really good return there. Gives his team great starting field position.
Well, we talked, Chris, before the game, wondering how aggressive the Cougars would be in kicking the ball deep. The Eagles had 2 kick return touchdowns, both by Peyton Crickmore last week, both of 80 yards plus.
Yeah, that kind of scares you away from kicking the ball deep.
It's going to be a little reluctant, I think.
That's right.
Here's our starters. Wyatt Mullen, the sophomore, is the quarterback for the Eagles. Luke Switzer's the running back. Peyton Crickmore, Logan Tomaw, Wyatt Switzer, Drew Hill, the wideouts. Brock Hevern, Ethan Harcourt, Gus Mundy, Preston Pelfrey, and Parker Harris, the offensive line. Eagles begin this first series in the pistol formation with Switzer behind the sophomore quarterback, Mullen. Bubble screen out to the right side, caught by Wyatt Switzer, and he's dragged down after a pickup of a couple. Looks like they'll give him 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8. Quickly to the line are the Eagles on 2nd and 8. Give to Switzer, and Luke Switzer, not a lot there. He's spun down by the middle linebacker, Lucas Murphy, setting up 3rd and mid-range.
Nice play there by Lucas Murphy, stopping that play, only giving up a couple yards, makes it about a 3rd and 6 right now.
I have to use first names. There's a lot of brothers out on the field for both teams, so I have to be more specific. I can't just say Switzer. 3 receivers to the left of Mullen, 1 to the right. Now they empty the backfield out as Luke Switzer goes to the slot right. Looking left, the throw is caught, but short of the line to gain. Caught by Logan Tumaw. I beg your pardon. But he's a yard short.
I think you're going to see South Putnam go for this here. Had really good starting field position. Mullen, shotgun position. They're going for it.
4th and 1. Give to Luke Switzer straight up the middle. He's into the secondary, cutting inside the 30 before he's submarined there, but more than enough to reset the chains for the first down.
Good run there right up the middle by Luke Switzer. Pick up the first down and keep the chains moving.
That's a 22-yard gain for Switzer and a first down. Ball at the 29 of North Putnam. First drive of the game. Mullen delayed give to Luke Switzer, tries the right end. Nice job by the left defensive end to force Mullen back inside into the traffic.
Tell you what, I really like the way this North Putnam team is swarming on the defensive end right now. They're getting a lot of bodies around making the tackles.
They give him 2 on the play, setting up 2nd down and 8. Give again to Switzer, tries that same right side, cutting back inside. And he's chopped down inside the 25. Noah Claycomb was there, among others, alongside Seth Furman, number 65.
Another 3rd down here. See if they can convert. It's a long 5 here.
Switzer 29 yards on this first drive. 3rd down and 5 at the 24. For the home team, the Eagles, clad in all blue. That's a run play. That was a diagonal pass backwards. That's a pitch. That was a backwards lateral, so I
thought so too.
Well, that looked like it went backwards, and I think they are going to count it as a run pitch and spot the ball all the way back to the 36-yard line. So that goes as a rushing play with the ball going backwards. It's a live ball. The ball went out of bounds, but now it's 4th and long.
Really nice play there by number 56, Jesse Bryan, to read that play early, get his hands up, and knock that ball down.
So a loss of 13 on the play. 4th and very long, 4th and 18 to 36, but kind of no man's land yardage-wise, so they'll go for it on 4th and 18. Ball down the left side. He's got a man. It's a touchdown. He hung on. 4th and 18. They take it long to Tumaw, and he delivers for the touchdown.
2 very good plays there. Number 1, a great catch by Logan Tumaw, but just a perfectly thrown ball by the quarterback, Wyatt Mullen. Outstanding job.
So the Eagles are on the board first. 4th and 18. They not only get the 18, but they get 18 more and find the end zone with 8:51 to go here in the first quarter. On for the extra point try is the left-footed kicker, number 7, Wyatt Kendall. Left footer is low, but it clears the crossbar, and it's good. So the Eagles of South Putnam find the scoreboard first on a 36-yard touchdown pass from Wyatt Mullen to Logan Tumaw. 7-0 the score. We'll go ahead and stay right here. Couple pieces of business to take care of. I want to remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to us by Endeavor Communications. Endeavor Communications offers a variety of speeds that fit your family or business needs. Surf the internet faster than ever before with internet speeds up to a gig. Contact them at weendeavor.com for more information. A little bit of everything, Chris, on that first drive for the Eagles. Luke Switzer had 29 yards rushing, and Wyatt Mullen very efficient, 3 for 3 on the passing side.
Yeah, it's pretty well balanced, and you don't expect the drive to end when you have such a long third down play where you're kind of in no man's land where you can't really kick the field goal, you don't really want to punt, so you go for it, but you're lucky enough to convert it there. So nice job there by the South Putnam offense.
So now it's North Putnam's turn to see what they can do with the football. Waiting to get the kicking ball out there. Both of these teams have a lot of guys we mentioned that play both ways, but the kickers are strictly kickers. They are place kickers. They handle the PATs, the field goals, although neither team has attempted a field goal through 2 games. And the left footer, Wyatt Kendall, is out, the junior kicker. And Noah Claycomb, number 6, the primary deep man for the Cougars, stands back at the 10-yard line. Low end over ender.
Good kick.
That Claycomb takes at the 7 on the far side.
Whew.
And he's swarmed under right across the 20 by a host of Eagles.
Nice coverage there by South Putnam. Very good kick as well.
They spot the football out at the 21-yard line. Here's your starters. Christian Kramer, the freshman quarterback. We talked about him. Noah Claycomb, he'll handle the bulk of the carries. 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Bryson Staggs, Braden Glaze, Miles Bryan, the wideouts. Paxton O'Brien, the tight end. Offensive line, Trevor Roseboom, Lucas Murphy, Dalton Arnold, Jaden Laffin, and Seth Murphy. Opening set for the Cougars, and
official stop.
Offsides on the Eagles. They lined up in the neutral zone.
Ooh.
So 5-yard penalty. Lined up in the neutral zone to the Eagles. So now 1st and 5. Claycomb, we mentioned the running back to the right of Kramer in this first down set. He takes the carry, makes the first man miss into the secondary, out across the 35. He's got a first down.
Nice run there by Noah Claycomb, picking up the first down.
Gain of 9.
Good job there by Christian Kramer handling that snap as well.
High snap. Claycomb again with the carry. Straight up the middle, not a lot there. Claycomb had 23 carries for 83 yards last week. He was the only Cougar to carry the football, so you expect he's gonna be a workhorse tonight, Chris.
He is most certainly going to be a workhorse tonight.
And a hard count by Kramer, assuming that the Cougar offensive line stayed put. They did. The second offsides penalty on this drive.
It's a really nice job by the young quarterback there, knowing the situation, trying to take advantage of South Putnam's aggressiveness. He gets his team another 5 yards.
So that sets up 2nd down and very short. 2nd down and 2 at the Cougar 43-yard line.
That really opens up the playbook for an offensive coordinator. 2nd and 2 versus 2nd and 7.
H-back set, 3 receivers in the pattern. Kramer has a man caught wide open. Miles Bryan on the catch, breaks a couple tackles before he tiptoes out of bounds inside the 45 into Eagle territory.
Really nice job there. Nice pitch and catch there. Miles Bryan picks up first down. Chains are moving.
Pick up a 14 for Miles Bryan. First down, high snap again, give to Claycomb. Pounds his way forward for a couple. Falls to the 40.
Little wildcat situation there. It's direct snap there to Claycomb. Gets that ball, gets right up the middle.
Second down and 7. Claycomb rearranges himself to the left of the quarterback, Kramer. Actually, that's the Wildcat. That's Eric Kramer, the older brother of Christian Kramer, the freshman quarterback. Eric Kramer primarily a safety. He's got some catches as well, but Wildcat run up the middle. And Chuck Sorrell has seen enough. He wants a timeout.
Yeah, I like that. Eric Kramer's a little bowling ball back there. He gets that ball and he gets upfield in a hurry, and he's hard to bring down.
So South Putnam calls time with 6:54 to go here in the first quarter. We'll go ahead and stay here. We'll stay here and remind you that you can subscribe to the ISC Sports Network for the best semi-pro college and high school sports in Indiana and beyond. ISC Sports Network is your home for the best live high school sports coverage in Central Indiana and have thousands of games in their archive from around the state. Subscribe today for just $4.99 per month at iscsportsnetwork.com. If you can get more of us, Chris, why wouldn't you do that?
There you go.
So Kramer picked up 9 on the first down carry.
Kramer's back there again.
And he's got a first down, does Eric Kramer. Third first down of the drive.
See Christian Kramer coming back on the field now. Get back in more.
Excuse me, Chris. Pick up a 3 there.
Kind of get back in more in the conventional offense here. Shotgun formation.
First and 10. Claycomb again, the carry, stutter stepping. And he works his way into the secondary, still chopping the legs. And
wow.
Not blown dead yet before he's driven out of bounds almost near the first down marker. So good gain for Claycomb on first down.
Really nice looking drive here by North Putnam.
And the Remax balloon is flying over the field. Great shot of the Remax balloon flying over the south end zone. Claycomb again on the carry, and he's close to it. A first down, he's got it. On 2nd and 2.
Claycomb, he's definitely that workhorse we talked about. They are feeding him and feeding him often.
That's his 5th carry on the drive and another first down, the 4th of the drive. 8 plays of the drive. Play fake.
Nice.
Kramer's got a man wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. It's his older brother, Eric. Boy, the North Putnam Cougars showed all sorts of different looks in that first drive, and it's an impressive one that ends in a touchdown.
That is just an impressive first drive there by the North Putnam Cougars. Little run, little pass, did everything. Just outstanding job.
On to kick the PAT is Evan Polly. Tie the game with 5:49 to go if this kick is good. Miles Bryan is the holder. Good snap, plenty of leg. Right down the chute. So North Putnam takes its first possession and drives 79 yards for a score to tie the game at 5:49 in the first quarter. We're going to go ahead and take a break and come back with more after this. We're tied at 7 on the ISC Sports Network.
Still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County. Unbelievable.
Touchdown.
Living up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. Said that was going to be a highlight reel. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
7-7 our score. Each team scoring on its first possession. North Putnam answering South Putnam's opening drive with a touchdown, and that was 9 plays, 79 yards. All sorts of looks in that first possession, Chris.
Well, not only that, what I'm impressed with, we talked about one of our keys was to see if South Putnam can continue with a clean game. And they actually forced a couple penalties on South Putnam, and they just kept the sticks moving, made some really nice plays, and they scored a touchdown on their first drive.
7-7 our score. Cougars going to kick off here with 5:49 to go in quarter number 1. Evan Polly onside kick, a short pop-up kick that's fielded on a dive on a slide by Braden Staley. So no return there, short kick.
You know, Rob, I'm sitting here thinking, if I remember correctly, Ryan Moore was a head coach at Lafayette Jeff for a very short time.
He was.
Like a year
was.
or two.
Yep.
He can really coach football.
And he went to Park Heritage.
That's right. So this is not surprising to see how this team is making improvements week after week.
Yep. Stepped away from a head coaching job at Park Heritage to assist his son Scott in his first head coaching job. Eagles back at it. Not a lot of no room for Luke Switzer around left end. No gain. Jaden Laffin and Jesse Bryan are there to turn him away for no gain.
Well, you mentioned it the last possession, man. Their defensive ends are doing a great job of keeping contained, forcing everything back into the middle where the other help is. If you can do that, you're going to have some success defensively.
Mullen throws out in the flat. The pass is caught, and a tackle is broken down the sideline and knocked out of bounds. For a nice catch and run after the catch, that's Caden Childress, his first catch of the season. And he moves the chains for the first down to the 40-yard line. The gain of 17.
Got to make those open field tackles.
Mullen on the play fake will run it himself around right end. He's loose down the sideline. Good speed by the sophomore quarterback. He's got a first down. Bumped out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
A little more than bumped out of bounds there, Robin. He was thumped out of bounds there.
But he showed nice acceleration down the
Yes, he
sideline.
did. Yes, he did.
First and 10 at the 25. Eagles moving quickly as an answer. Mullen stands in, tries a shot down the left side, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver was Wyatt Switzer near the goal line. That's the first incomplete pass for either team.
Just overthrew him a little bit there. That's okay. You get back, reset, get a chance to run another play.
Second and 10. 4:50 to go, first quarter in a tie game.
I think you're looking to get the ball to Luke Switzer right here. Let him run the ball. Nope.
Bubble screen set up to Wyatt Switzer. He's got a couple blockers in front of him, and he's able to maneuver his way down inside the 20, setting up third and short. He's going to spot the football at the 18, so a gain of 7.
To a 3rd and 3 here.
Third down and 3. Sixth play of the drive. Mullen looks toward the sideline for the play call. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left in the slot. Mullen drops, flips it up, and it's almost picked. Lucas Murphy, the middle linebacker, got a hand on it, and it looked like he was trying to go to Childress in the flat, and Childress had turned his head to go upfield.
Yeah, I saw that right away. Just no one, whoever he's throwing that to, just wasn't paying attention there.
So 4th and 3. They converted a 4th and 18 for a touchdown on the first drive of the night. A little bit deeper than this. 4th and 3 at the 18. Mullen has Luke Switzer behind him. Now he empties out the backfield. Flag flies. Pass toward the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown, but let's wait and see. Flag is down.
It's being waved off.
Yep, and it's waved off immediately.
Man, that's not a real high percentage play there in that situation to try to convert, but they were able to do it, but it looks like it's going to be called back.
Ball was caught by Wyatt Switzer. We may have a procedure call here. But wait a second.
Uh-oh.
The flag may be, they're either going to pick it up. They did indeed pick it up,
Wow.
so give the Eagles the touchdown.
Wow.
Oh, my. So it's an 18-yard touchdown pass from Wyatt Mullen to Wyatt Switzer. And the Eagles are back on top. Little miscommunication there, perhaps, Chris. Everybody stopped and they just assumed, us included,
No
that was
kidding.
going to be a penalty on the Eagles, but they picked it up. Kendall is on for the PAT. Low snap. Plenty of leg on the kick, though, and it is good. So Kendall's PAT is good. And the Eagles are back on top, 14-7 with 4:04 to go in quarter number 1. We'll step out for a brief pause and come right back for more from South Putnam after this on the ISC Sports Network. We'll go ahead and stay here. South Putnam leading North Putnam 14-7. Had 3 possessions and 3 touchdowns. So
gotta love it. I gotta love it.
And both of the touchdown passes for the Eagles, Chris, have come on 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, if you're South Putnam, you don't want to continue to be in those situations. But hey, if you're going to be able to convert them, why not?
14-7 is our score. Back and forth. See what the Cougars have up their sleeve, but North Putnam did not, on that first possession, North Putnam, Chris, did not look like a team that had scored 4 touchdowns in the first 2 games.
Yeah, I want to see the teams they're playing if they only scored that few touchdowns, because that was a really, really impressive drive they put together on that first possession.
Number 2, Wes Murphy is deep, the freshman. Kick is sent, and Claycomb, the up back, as it goes through his hands, picked it up at the 10. That's number 6, I believe. That's number 6. Well, let's see. That was indeed number 11, Brody Kincaid, on the return, a short return as it went through his hands, and he picked it up at the 10, ran it out to the 20. So give him 10 on the return. And this second Cougar possession will begin, call it the 19. Kramer, Wildcat, Eric Kramer on the delay up the middle, and this time the Eagles were not fooled. No gain on the play.
Yeah, they went right back to the Wildcat that had so much success in it with that first possession. See if South Putnam can make an adjustment and stop that.
And the interesting twist there, Chris, is most teams when they go that Wildcat, they'll keep the quarterback on the field and move him out wide as a wideout.
Correct.
North Putnam is taking their quarterback, Christian Kramer, completely off the field.
Yes, you normally don't see it that way, but it's been effective for him thus far.
So no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Christian Kramer back in, stands in, looks left, has a man, and it's broken up. Broken up at the 32 on a nice play by Fisher Jones. Intended man was Eric Kramer.
That was a nice play by Fisher Jones, but I'll tell you, that ball was really well thrown and really well anticipated by Christian Kramer.
3rd down and 10. They had 2 receivers in that on that side of the field, kind of an underneath man, and then Eric Kramer was the over-the-top receiver. 3rd down and 10. Cougars trying to extend this drive. Eagles trying to get him off the field. Kramer rolls. Flag is down. The throw is broken up at the 30 by Luke Switzer.
And maybe looks like a holding in the holding territory.
And that flag was thrown quickly. Yep, it is indeed a hold. As soon as Kramer rolled out, that flag was thrown.
Well, you know, that's when he starts rolling out, guys are kind of getting loose, and as an offensive lineman, you tend to grab a little bit there, and that normally happens.
So the Cougars go 3 and out. Christian Kramer has been the punter through the first 2 games. He lines up kind of in a shorter drop.
It's a real short drop.
Kind of a quick kick type setup. He's averaging just 22 yards a kick. Now he takes a few steps back. No one is deep for the Cougars, and now, or the Eagles rather. Kramer, a quick kick, a low kick that the Eagles will watch bounce, and it's down at the 50. So it's a 31-yard kick. 31-yard punt, and 1st and 10.
Well, so that second possession for North Putnam, they got themselves in a little trouble with penalties, and that backed them up, and now they have to punt the ball away back to a pretty hot South Putnam team. Let's see if South Putnam can put the ball in the end zone again.
Ball spotted at midfield for this third South Putnam possession. Three receivers to the left for Mullen. Gives to Luke Switzer. Straight ahead into Cougar territory. Give him 3 on the play. Second down and 7. 6th carry of the night for Luke Switzer. Pistol formation with Luke Switzer behind the quarterback Mullen. Cougars crowd the line, send pressure.
Screen.
Screen is caught and it's set up nicely. And a long run into the secondary, still on his feet, and finally dragged down inside the 10. That's Wyatt Switzer on a long gainer.
That was really well executed by South Putnam. The wide receiver screen, getting Wyatt Switzer coming back across the formation up the middle. It's really, really well done.
That's a gain of 37 down to the 10-yard line. First and goal at the 10. Gain of 37 on the play. Switzer's third catch.
Putnam really spreads you out on defense, man. Makes it tough for you.
Flag down as Wyatt Mullen on the quarterback keep scrambles to the sideline. But that, I believe, is going to come back. Discussion with our referee. And a legal shift on the Eagles. Third penalty on the Eagles tonight. So that is a 5-yard penalty. Setting up first down and first and goal, but now at the 15. Nearing the 2-minute mark to go in this first quarter of a 14-7 game. Home team South Putnam with the football. And the 7-point lead. Mullen rolling to his left, looking downfield still. Now he'll keep it, seeking the goal line.
Ooh.
Makes a move at the 5 before he's planted there by Noah Claycomb. Claycomb gave him a little shot there, Chris.
Yes, he did. It's a really good tackle by Noah Claycomb. We've seen him run the ball several times on offense so far. He's a hitter.
Pickup of 8 for the quarterback Mullen. Second and goal from the 7. Second and goal. Inside 2 minutes. Right up the middle, that's Peyton Crickmore, and he's tripped up. They'll spot him down shy of the goal line. He rolled into the end zone, but they rule him down at the 1. So give him a gain of 6. His first carry of the night. Third and goal from the 1. And Mullen still in the shotgun. Turn again and give to Crickmore. He waits for a hole, and he's stopped. Oh, they turned him away right at the goal line. So if statistically it'll go as no gain. He gained about a half yard, but he's shy of the line.
This is when the coach tells his offensive line, hey, this is what you're here for. Let's man up and push him in the end zone.
Fourth and about a foot. Eagles are 2 for 2 on fourth down tonight, but they've both been long passes that have resulted in touchdowns. More conventional fourth and short here. Mullen keeps it, throws it into the end zone, incomplete. Oh my, the Cougar defense holds on fourth and a foot. They threw a pass in the flat, incomplete, and the Cougar defense turns the Eagles away at the 1 foot line. Wow.
Kind of surprised at that play call that you don't just run that ball in there, but you know you do have North Putnam now pinned all the way back in their own territory.
Absolutely.
So maybe you can make something happen here and get the ball back quickly.
The field is as long as it could possibly be for the Cougars. Ball spotted inside their own 1 as they begin their third possession of the night.
But give North Putnam some credit there for that stand. That's impressive.
They stopped 2 plays inside at the 1 yard line. Straight ahead push by the quarterback. Not a lot there. Clock is rolling inside a minute. We may have one more play here in this quarter. No gain on the play for the quarterback, Kramer. They gave him one. Give him one on the carry. Second down and 9 at the 2. And they jumped. The good news is it's half the distance, Chris, and they're at the 2-yard line. So that will be a one-yard penalty. Second and 10 from the 1.
Guess we're going to have penalties. You want them on the 1-yard variety.
Yeah. Clock started back up inside 15 seconds, and the Cougars may just let this run out. Game clock is ahead of the play clock. They don't have to snap the football, and they will indeed let the quarter expire. So the first quarter comes to an end with the home team, the South Putnam Eagles, leading the North Putnam Cougars 14-7. North Putnam will have 2nd and 10. We come back to start this second quarter after this pause on the ISC Sports Network.
Want lightning-fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa, from last to fast, and wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town, so you can download huge files in a flash, stream videos at blazing speeds, and game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
The ISC Sports Network is your home for sports content across the Hoosier State. Find us live on TV and streaming or archived on our website and our app. The ISC is your one-stop shop for the content you want to see, including high school sports, college sports, and other great events throughout the year. Subscribe to our streaming service and get access to it all. ISC, local lives here.
Alongside Chris Walker, Rob Brown with you at South Putnam High School tonight in Greencastle, Indiana. Week 3 of Indiana high school football. Labor Day weekend. Hope everyone has some fantastic plans. You can load up an entire day tomorrow with college football and not go wrong there, Chris.
Oh, my goodness. There's going to be some really good games tomorrow to get everything started. That's for sure.
I was going to mention listening to some of the IU game on the way home tonight, but then I stopped myself, remembering I'm working with the Purdue guy. So
I was going to say,
myself.
What game are you listening to?
I stopped myself.
I love it.
So we resume play, 2nd down and 10. North Putnam has the ball at their own 1-yard line as a result of stopping the Eagles in the final minute of the first quarter on 4th and goal from the 1-foot line. So 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line. Christian Kramer throws out of his own end zone, and the pass in the flat is broken down by, batted down, I should say, by Luke Switzer.
Gotta be careful there. He picked that one off. He runs right in the end zone.
Incomplete pass. Setting up 3rd down and 10 at the 1. Christian Kramer started out, completed his first 2 passes. The last 3 have been incomplete.
It's a really tough spot on the field for North Putnam right now.
Kramer tries the long ball, and the jump ball is caught.
Oh, wow.
It's caught. Stop and go move.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
now he's loose. Down the sideline. Miles Bryan, 2 men in pursuit, and it's a 99-yard touchdown pass. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
A jump ball at the 40-yard line. Miles Bryan went up to get it. He made a move at the 45 and then took it down the sideline the rest of the way. And the Cougars are a point away from tying the game.
That was a gutsy call in general, but then to be able to execute the play there and convert it the way they did, really, really impressive.
99-yard touchdown pass. Christian Kramer's second touchdown pass of the season. Miles Bryan went up to get it. That's his second touchdown catch of the year. Evan Polly on. The snap is on the ground, and the kick is blocked. Blocked by number 50, Kyle Glasson. Got a piece. That snap was on the ground, and the holder could not get it up quickly enough. So 14-13 is our score, but, Chris, this crowd's still buzzing on that 99-yard touchdown pass.
Well, Rob, just think of the turn of events there in that just short time period. So South Putnam turns the ball over, but they have North Putnam backed way in their own part of their field, right? They come out, and they throw a 99-yard touchdown pass to really kind of steal some of this momentum back in the game. So if you're North Putnam over there on the sideline now, you're feeling really good about yourself.
Right, very easily, if North Putnam converts on either 3rd and goal from the 1 or 4th and goal from the 1-foot line, it's likely 21-7.
No kidding.
But now we sit here, it's early second quarter, and the Cougars of North Putnam have to feel great, down just a point, 14-13.
It's crazy how quickly these games can change at this level.
Each team with 2 touchdowns in its first 3 possessions. And we'll see how the Eagles respond to this turn of events. Evan Polly is the kicker for the Cougars. A short kick toward the sideline, taken at the 22 by Fisher Jones. Angling toward the middle of the field, he accelerates, and Polly, the kicker, holds on and throws him down. What a tackle by the kicker, Evan Polly.
That is a heck of a tackle by kicker.
He stood in and wrapped him up.
It's a really, really good tackle there by a kicker, man.
So Fisher Jones, a nice return out near midfield.
Great return, and Fisher Jones, that's one his buddies are going to talk to him about getting taken down by the kicker there, but man, that was an exceptional play by the kicker.
So Fisher Jones with a 22-yard return, may call it a ball put at the 49 of the Eagles, so call it a 27-yard return. South Putnam ran 3 kickoffs back last week, one of which was called back due to a hold. Ball at the 49 of South Putnam. Crickmore spins out of a tackle, but another man waiting right there at the 50.
They've really been
right into the chest of Seth Furman, number 65.
They've really been locked in on Peyton Crickmore, have not given him much room to work when he's touched the ball today.
What have you seen from the group tackling from this North Putnam defense in this first half?
Well, looking at some of your notes that you sent over to me before the game, which was tremendous, by the way. But the coaching staff talked about how they wanted to be better at that. They wanted to make sure they're form tackling, group tackling, and they've been doing a very good job of that today. 2nd down and 9, backfield emptied. Mullen looking downfield, throws a pass in the flat to Luke Switzer that's in and out of his hands, incomplete. I think Luke Switzer was thinking about running before he caught the ball. You got to keep your eye on the ball, look it in, catch the ball first, then you can make your run. 3rd and 9 for the Eagles right at midfield. Early stages, second quarter of a 14-13 game. Very entertaining first half thus far. We'll see what the Cougars do on this 3rd down, how aggressive they are. Mullen drops straight back. Cougars rush forward. Thrown down the middle, and it's overthrown at the 25-yard line. Man intended was Peyton Crickmore. Well, Rob, he was running right down the middle of the field wide open. Unfortunately, Mullen just overthrew him there, but he was wide open over the middle of the field. And it looked like the pursuit was coming, so Mullen maybe was sped up a little bit. Yes, sir. So the Eagles appearing as though they're going to go for it. They're 2 for 2 on 4th down. That's right. Why not? They've got a touchdown pass of 36 yards and a touchdown pass of 18 yards on 4th down in that first quarter. 4th and 9 here. Mullen looking left side all the way. Has a man down the sideline. It's caught. And a diving catch at the 15-yard line by Wyatt Switzer. I'm just surprised at these breakdowns defensively at the wrong times. I mean, these long 3rd and 4th down conversions that North Putnam has given up, you got to shore some of that up and clean that up so you can get the ball back.
So a 35-yard catch for Switzer. He's got 4 catches for 81 yards. Delayed give to Crickmore. He accelerates in the linebackers, and he'll walk it in from 15 yards out for the touchdown. Peyton Crickmore, the senior, straight up the middle. First rushing touchdown of the night for the Eagles, who extend their lead to 20-13.
Well, I mentioned that Crickmore, they kind of had him corralled a little bit. Not that time. He saw some daylight. He got in there quick, got himself a touchdown.
Well, and you saw it once he got into the linebackers, Chris, and you saw that acceleration. That's the same acceleration we saw in those 2 80-plus yard kick returns
He can move.
he had last week at Owen Valley. The left footer Kendall is on to try the PAT. And that's a low line driver, but it goes through. It all counts. That looked like one of my 2 irons. 10:16 to go, first half. Eagles up 8, 21-13. We'll step out quickly for this timeout and return in a moment on the ISC Sports Network.
Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Rob Brown, Chris Walker back with you from Greencastle, Indiana. South Putnam High School. Great crew working with us tonight. Greg Mash is our director. Eldon Wheeler and Soraya Mash are on the cameras. Happy you're with us on this Labor Day Friday. Talking about college football earlier, Chris, I love this weekend because it's the only weekend of the year where college football has the whole weekend.
Correct.
NFL is not till next weekend, so they've got the whole weekend. Kind of spread their legs out a little bit, have a couple games Sunday, game on Monday night.
Going to be a lot of folks watching and taking in college football this weekend. And it's a lot of good games. I love some of the schedule making this year where you have really meaningful games this early in the season.
Kendall puts a foot into this one, and Claycomb takes it at the 15. He's got space, and then he runs into a wall of blue shirts out across the 30. So Claycomb on the return. See where they spot the football at the 34, it looks like. It's a return of 9, count to 33. So we'll split the difference and call it the 33, 1st and 10. Christian Kramer, the freshman quarterback, looks over the defense, takes the high snap. And Claycomb cannot find the spaces, can't get back to the original line. Well, they gave him forward progress, the original line of scrimmage, but the Eagles had that one bottled up.
Yeah, Claycomb was gobbled up right away. As soon as he touched that ball, he had several guys right in his face, couldn't do much there.
No gain, 2nd and 10. Tight end Paxton O'Brien comes off, and Wes Murphy, the freshman wideout, number 2, comes into the play. One of 3 receivers to the left of the quarterback, Kramer, on 2nd and 10. Screen set up, and it's off the hands, incomplete. Looking for Miles Bryan. He had some blockers in front, but the pass was to the other shoulder.
Well, not only that, but Luke Switzer did a great job of reading that play and smelling it out and getting in there and cutting it off. Even if that ball is caught, he's right there to make the play.
Yeah, he took an angle that made the blockers irrelevant.
Absolutely. That's just really good football instincts there and awareness.
3rd down and 10. Kramer rolling to the wide side, looking that way, and has a man on a stop and go down the sideline, and overthrown over the head of Wes Murphy, incomplete.
Tell you what, that play was open again. That could have been another long conversion there on a 3rd or 4th down.
Now it's 4th and 10. Cougars have a decision to make here. They punted away on their second possession. Christian Kramer, the quarterback, also doubles as the punter. Lines up a little bit deeper than he did last time, Chris.
Just a little bit.
Eagles now send a man deep late, and a quick kick by Kramer. Retreating, and Wyatt Switzer catches it over his shoulder at the 36 and brings it out toward the 50. Another 31-yard punt. And Switzer with a return of 17. And a flag flies in late, very late.
That's going to be some kind of unsportsmanlike or something in that nature.
Well, while we sort this out, we'll take a second and remind you that tonight's game is brought to us by our friends at Endeavor Communications. It offers a variety of internet speeds that fit your family or business needs. Surf the internet faster than ever before with internet speeds up to a gig. Contact them at weendeavor.com for more information. You get a feel on the flag here, Chris?
Haven't seen a signal yet.
Unsportsmanlike, indeed. You called it, and it's going to be against the Eagles.
Yeah, and that had to be something. I don't think that was any contact. I think the referee had to hear something, said that he didn't like, and he nipped that in the bud right away. I love it.
So the mark-off will start from where Switzer brought the punt return out to the 50, and that'll take it back to the 35. 4th penalty of the night on the Eagles. First down and 10 at the 35. .909 to go first half. South Putnam leads 31-13. Very entertaining first half here at Greencastle between these two longtime rivals. Wyatt Mullen takes a deep exhale, now turns and hands to Crickmore. Trying to surge through a couple tacklers, but only a couple there. We talked about it on the last defensive possession for the Cougars, Chris. Almost every running play that's been between the tackles, the Cougars have had 3 or 4 white shirts on the ball.
Yeah, they do swarm the football very well. They gang tackle.
Crickmore give him 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8. The Eagles all checking their wristbands for the play signaled in from the sideline. Mullen, straight drop back, sets up the underneath screen, and it's incomplete. Fisher Jones, the intended receiver.
Lucas Murphy in there causing havoc, breaking up that play.
He was in there in a hurry.
Yeah, he was. It's just really good. Again, it's instincts. You got to feel when those linemen kind of release you. You know that screen's coming, and you got to find where that screen man is coming from. Great job there by Murphy.
3rd down and 8 at the 37-yard line of South Putnam. Pistol formation with Luke Switzer behind the quarterback, Mullen. 2 receivers to either side. Play clock down to 5. Backfield emptied out. Screen left to Luke Switzer, and he accelerates by the first man and runs over the second man for a first down. Out across the 45 and a first down.
Well, that's one of those plays where Luke Switzer got a full head of steam, and he was not looking to run around the tackler. He was going to run through the tackler if he had to get that first down.
Give him 10 on the play. And the first down. Pickup of 10, 10th first down of the night for the Eagles. Quick pass, left side, caught by Drew Hill, his first catch of the night. Immediately steps out of bounds.
You know, go back to that 3rd down play, man. I'm surprised. They run a lot of these slow developing plays on these 3rd down conversions. Excuse me, but they've been extremely successful on those so far.
Pickup of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 into Cougar territory. Mullen faked the give, kept it himself, Now working his way outside.
Oh, wow.
He accelerates past the defenders, and he is gone. Oh, my. Wyatt Mullen ran to the defenders and then ran past the defenders for the 47-yard rushing touchdown, but hold everything. We've got a hold that's coming back.
Uh-oh.
That was still fun to watch.
It was really fun to watch.
That was fun to watch a young quarterback accelerate. My goodness.
Wow. You wonder when that happened because he broke through the line pretty quickly. You wonder, is it one of those penalties that needed to be called? But again, if it's holding, it's a hold. Or was it a play that really sprung him and allowed him to get in that open field?
So statistically, that's just a 2-yard penalty because the hold was beyond the line to gain. You come back from that spot 10 yards, and so the ball only moved back 3 yards.
But I can promise you the coaches aren't going to be talking that way in film study tomorrow.
Absolutely not. Second down, we'll try it again. Mullen stands in the pocket. Throw to the sideline, incomplete. Over the head of Crickmore.
Good job there by Claycomb jumping under that pass to make it very difficult to complete.
We've seen an impressive burst of speed from two different Eagles in this first half. First Crickmore on the touchdown up the middle, and then that run that was called back by Mullen.
Well, you're talking about, before the game we talked about, if they put turf on this, it's going to look even more impressive.
Yes. Third down and 7. Ball at midfield. Mullen straight drop back, sets up the screen to Switzer, bobbles it, composes himself, but as he tried to regain possession, he was knocked out of bounds, shy of the line to gain. Pass complete but short. And that pass was behind the line of scrimmage, so even though Switzer with some forward running picked up just 4, leaving the Eagles 3 yards shy here on fourth down.
South Putnam players got a little attitude about him here. I saw Switzer kind of give a little stare down after that knock out of bounds there.
Been some glaring after the whistle from both teams. Pass again to Switzer. This time his screen is completed, and this time he's got the first down. Stepped out of bounds at the 41, but that's enough to move the chains.
Luke Switzer does not shy away from any contact.
No. Picked up 6.
He is not afraid to hit you and then look at you.
Picked up 6 for the first down. All at the 41. First and 10. 7:23 to go first half. South Putnam leads it 21-13. Mullen fakes the give, wants to keep it himself, forced to the outside, and a nice job by the North Putnam defense to make Mullen run side to side instead of upfield, and Claycomb finishes off the tackle.
Cornerbacks really stepped up, did a really good job there containing that play. Like to see, South Putnam keeps running these kind of wide running back circle patterns. At what point are they going to fake that circle pattern and go over the middle or down the field through a post pattern?
That might be a second half
there
setup.
You go.
Yep. Second down and 10. Ball at the 41-yard line of North Putnam. Luke Switzer on the carry around left end. He gets into the linebackers, still dragging tacklers down near the 20-yard line.
Luke Switzer's a football player, man. He is a football player. I love it.
Gain of 21 on the play for Switzer. He's up to 53 yards on 7 carries. The 10th play of the drive upcoming. Luke Switzer has the only 100-yard game so far this season. Ran for 141 in the opener. Pass on the left, caught by Hill. And he's knocked out of bounds. Shy of the line to gain, but a good first down pickup. Really, and we've seen more of those kind of short rhythm throws.
We have.
By South Putnam this drive.
So just a really nice drive here by South Putnam.
7 on the play for Hill.
Methodically working themselves down the field here.
Wyatt Mullen is on his way to his first 200-yard passing game of the season, well north of 160 here in the first half. And Switzer straight up the gut, not a lot there. Setting up third down and short. Ball back to the 15. So a loss of 1 on the play. It's the 11th play of the drive upcoming. Call it the 12th play, excuse me.
Ooh.
Mullen gives to Crickmore across the formation on the jet sweep, and he's tackled at the 15 on a nice open field play by the middle linebacker, Lucas Murphy. We've called his name a couple times.
Yeah, we
in
have.
This first half.
He's just been a heck of a player. He's doing everything for this North Putnam team on defense.
4th and 5 at the 15. This will be the first field goal attempt of the season for South Putnam. We think. There could be some trickery here. You don't know.
Gonna have to get this one up in the air a little bit.
So this would be a 32-yard field goal. Ball spotted toward the middle of the field. Before we continue, the play clock was getting short. So South Putnam calls its second timeout with 4:14 to go here in the half. We'll go ahead and stay here, but while we have a moment, we'll remind you about the ISC Sports Network. And if you subscribe to ISC Sports Network, you'll find the best semi-pro, college, and high school sports in Indiana and beyond. ISC is the home for the best live high school football coverage in Central Indiana and has thousands of games in their archive from around the state. Subscribe today, just $4.99 per month at ISCSportsNetwork.com. Chris, as this first half winds down, what do you get the feel for what both sides are looking at here in this final 4 minutes and change?
Well, to start with, if you're South Putnam, you want to try to convert this field goal here to get yourself 3 more points. But if you're North Putnam, you get the ball back here with about 4 minutes left in the second quarter, find a way to get some points on the board for yourselves as well.
Wyatt Kendall attempting his first field goal of the season. Good snap, plenty of leg.
Got it.
And it's on the way and good. So Wyatt Kendall knocks it through from 32 yards. And that makes the score 24-13 in favor of the home team, the South Putnam Eagles. We'll go ahead and take a pause. We come back. North Putnam will get the football down 11. 4:09 to go first half. Back in a moment on the ISC Sports Network.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
Rob Brown, Chris Walker back with you at South Putnam High School. Beautiful night, 80 degrees at kickoff. Temperature going to be in the low 70s. We caught a break on the cloud cover, my friend.
Yes, we did. Not only with the heat, but our ability to be able to see for this game.
Press box faces west, and the long-timers here warned us before the game that a clear sky makes for rough sledding in the first half. So we have been fortunate on that count as well. Wyatt Kendall kicking a 32-yard field goal, and he's now on to kick it deep, or kick it away at least. Left foot junior hits a low twister that's taken by number 11.
Oh,
that was
my
the 11,
goodness.
and he's hammered at the 15. That was Brody Kincaid, and he was leveled. Absolutely leveled at the 19. My, oh, my.
Man, you can hear that really good from way up here. That is just a big-time hit.
Fisher Jones on the stop. The emphatic stop. And the ball put down at the 19.
Well, North Putnam's going to have a long field to go here with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first half.
And this is a big drive for the freshman quarterback, in that they're going to get the ball to start the second half, they being North Putnam. You don't want the freshman quarterback, though, to make a mistake.
Correct.
And make a turnover here in this last 4 minutes.
Just be smart. Take what you're given. Just try to get the ball down the field. You don't have to get it all in one play.
although they did in the first quarter on that 99-yard pass. Kramer rolls, throws downfield, has his tight end O'Brien out across the 30 for a first down catch. First catch of the night for Paxton O'Brien.
Listen, I like when Coach Moore and staff roll out Christian Kramer and only allow him to see one half of the field. And you see guys running open at 3 different levels of the field. It makes it a lot easier for the quarterback to pick and choose where he wants to go.
So the gain is of 12 on the catch by O'Brien. Out to the 31, but we have a stoppage in play as we've got an Eagle player down at the 32. So let's go ahead and step out for a quick timeout. We come back, we'll have more. 3:54 to go first half from Greencastle. South Putnam leads 24-13 on the ISC Sports Network. Pleased to report that the injured Eagle player has made it to his feet. And that's Caden Switzer, the junior safety who's making his way to the sideline. And he just came back into action. Chris, we were talking with the South Putnam folks before the game. Caden Switzer had missed the first 2 games. This was his return, his season debut, as it were. And
I wonder if he had the wind knocked out of him. It kind of looks like it's kind of grabbing around his stomach area, and that's one of those situations where if you fall on the ball or fall a certain way, get the wind knocked out of you, it can really mess you up for a little bit.
So he's able to walk himself back to the sideline. That's good. And now we're set. 1st and 10 for North Putnam. High snap. And they give to Claycomb around right end. He's got a couple before he's knocked out of bounds on the far sideline.
He's going to have to go out of play. He lost his helmet there.
Indeed, yeah. So a gain of 2, and Claycomb lost his helmet. So by rule, he has to come off for a play. The only exception is if an opponent rips your helmet off. But if it comes off in the course of play, you've got to come off for a play.
So note to football players, strap that thing up tight.
Yes, tighten that thing down.
Yes.
2nd down, and let's call it 8. Quick throw in the flat. Eric Kramer on the catch, and the ball comes loose inside the 35, and I believe the Eagles have it. They do. Well, let's see. Hang on a second. Ethan Harcourt has the recovered fumble, but the officiating crew has not yet made a determination.
That's got to be a fumble and turnover.
We know we've got a completion and a catch, we think. Certainly look like. And they're going to call him down. So it's a completed pass and a pickup of 2 yards.
I don't understand that play. I mean, either it's an incomplete pass or it's a fumble, right?
Boy, you would think, unless they said forward progress, but there wasn't a lot of contact there.
Yeah, no kidding.
So 3rd down and 6, that's what we know. Thrown down the field, and it's in and out, and it's picked. In and out of the hands, and it's picked up by Switzer. He's got a caravan up the near sideline, and he is going to take it. Wyatt Switzer on the interception return. Let's call it 36 yards. The pass went in and out of the hands of Wes Murphy, and Wyatt Switzer was there to pounce on the mistake and take it 36 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, you can't put that one on Christian Kramer. That ball was right in the hands of his receiver. Just bobbled it to the wrong time. Goes for a pick 6.
So the first defensive touchdown. That's the first interception of the season for the Eagle defense. And what a time for that. And Wyatt Kendall is on for the PAT. And the Eagles have opened this game up. Field PAT is good. And that makes our score 30 to 13. 31 to 13, excuse me. With 2:40 to go here in the first half. Well, Chris, we talked about the young quarterback not making a mistake in the final 4 minutes, knowing that the Cougars were going to get the ball to start the second half. And while he didn't make the mistake directly, it was a costly turnover for the Cougars.
Yeah, it's just really costly turnover at the wrong time, and they're never at a good time, right? But that just, it hurts, right? It's right before the half. I mean, you had a situation where you could have gotten the ball, taken the ball down the field, scored, gotten the ball again coming out of the second half. Now you got a totally different situation on your hands.
2:40 to go here in the half. Wyatt Switzer with the interception. And the touchdown. So I think you could say, Chris, both teams have benefited from a point swing.
That's correct.
The Cougars turned away the Eagles on the fourth and goal from the foot line, and then scored a 99-yard pass, so it went from potentially 21-7 to 14-13. Cougars could have made it a one-score game again, but instead it's now an 18-point margin.
It's been some interesting swings in this game, but, makes it fun.
Kendall hits it deep, taken at the 7-yard line. Stop and go move up the sideline and then driven down on the return. That was number 2, Wes Murphy on the return. Number 2, Wes Murphy on the return.
I would expect, Rob, here, this possession, to see North Putnam really just try to find a way to run out the clock. But you can't afford to do something even more risky, because you do something, you make a big mistake here, and that really makes it tough for you.
That's a 12-yard return by Murphy. .232 to go. .232 to go in the first half. 31-13 our score. Christian Kramer back to work, sends Wes Murphy in motion. Now rolls to the wide side to his right. Keeps it himself. And a nice gain on first down. He steps out of bounds and avoids the contact.
Another one of those rollouts where he kind of cuts the field in half. No one was open there, so he just tucked the ball, ran upfield, get himself a few yards.
Pickup of 6. Second down and 4. North Putnam has all 3 timeouts remaining. The Eagles have used 2 of their allotted 3 in this first half. Kramer stands in straight back and almost picked off at the 36-yard line. The intended receiver was Wes Murphy, and Wyatt Switzer jumped the route and almost had his second interception in the last 2 minutes.
Man, that may have been an easier interception than the one he had before. That ball was thrown right to him. I think that's, again, one of those situations where he's trying to run before he catches it.
3rd down and 4, at the 25-yard line.
Man, this position kind of reminds me of that Purdue game last night. Situation where you're trying to run the clock out, get out of the half, kind of still within the game, and now you're going to give the ball back potentially.
Underneath pass, caught, and a nice move to get out past the line to gain by Miles Bryan to extend the drive and move the chains.
It's a big first down there.
Gain of 5, they needed 4. Kramer rolls wide side, has Miles Bryan, and it's knocked away. Bryan was waiting on the football instead of coming to it, and that gave Caden Witt the chance to close on that.
Yeah, and it's a long throw when you're coming from one hash to the other, even though you're rolling towards that side. But you throw that ball, it takes a long time to get out there, gives your defensive backs an easier time to really break on those balls and try to pick it off.
That's one of those throws as a defensive back where your eyes get really big, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
2nd down and 10. Incomplete pass does stop the clock. Eagles, I'm sure, are thinking about trying to get the ball back one last time. Kramer looking, finally unloads it to his older brother, Eric Kramer. Breaks the tackle, still on his feet before he's dropped shy of the 35. Host of Eagles there, including Ethan Harcourt.
Surprised Putnam's not taking a timeout, and South Putnam's not taking a timeout. Oh, it's only 3rd down. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
they've got 1 left.
Gotcha.
Pick up of 2 on that short catch. Third down and 8. Inside 90 seconds to go, first half. South Putnam leads 31-13. Long count. Kramer stands in, throws, has a man incomplete, overthrown. Intended receiver out there near the 45 was his older brother, Eric.
Christian Kramer is really thrown into some dangerous situations right now where there's a lot of defenders in the area that can get their hands on the football.
Well, that incomplete pass is significant in that it stops the clock and it helps South Putnam keep 1 timeout in their pocket.
There's your timeout. You got it right.
So the Eagles are going to get the football back with decent field position, you would presume, and about a minute of time to work with. 1:11 left, and North Putnam on to punt it away. Presumably, this would be the 3rd punt of the night for Christian Kramer. He has 2, each of 31 yards.
And as South Putnam has showed us a couple times today, a minute is plenty enough time for them to score.
High kick, great kick, no one back deep, and that takes a friendly bounce and rolls to a stop at the 25. 43-yard punt. Nice punt by Kramer on the roll, no return. And South Putnam takes over with 1:02 remaining in the half. Again, the Eagles do have 1 timeout left. Football down, I believe, at the 25. Yes.
Yes, sir. (17-6). The Eagles have outscored the Cougars in this 2nd quarter. Pass in the flat, caught. A flag flies in very late. Wait to see what the penalty is here. Holding. Holding against South Putnam.
So we'll replay 1st down. And let's see. Spot foul, 10 yards from the spot. So with that design screenplay, the penalty takes it all the way back. Let's see, the ball is 8-yard penalty. Down the sideline, knocked away, incomplete. Nice defense. That time, Drew Hill, the intended receiver.
If you're North Putnam, you got to find a way to get out of this without any more points. Find a way to do it. You got 2nd and forever right now.
2nd down and 18. Mullen flush from the pocket, looking downfield. And no one in the vicinity, just threw it away over the head of his intended receiver. No one open.
Good decision.
3rd down and 18. 37 and 2/10 seconds remaining. Mullen has thrown 2 interceptions on the year. That interception by Kramer was his 5th of the year, but he threw 4 in the first game when they had 7 turnovers against North Montgomery. Did not throw an interception last week at Southmont on 21 attempts. 37 and 2/10 seconds to go. First half, 31-13 the score. Mullen fakes the handoff, now takes it to the wide side, stop and go. And he's encircled, but he's still on his feet. Now a second effort move. He's loose down the sideline, and he may go.
No way.
Oh, my. Wyatt Mullen is gone.
My goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Wyatt Mullen, the run for the touchdown with 18 seconds to go. Oh, my goodness. He looked like he was going to give himself up at the 30-yard line. He was encircled, almost came to a stop, and then he just accelerated down the near sideline.
He can run.
Oh, my.
He gets in the open field, and there's no one catching him. That's just a tremendous, tremendous play. You know, Wyatt Mullen just showing his inner Barry Sanders back there and not willing to go down.
It's an 83-yard run by Mullen.
Wow.
Extra point is up and good by Kendall.
You know, we've given so much credit at times this evening to North Putnam and their gang tackling. They had plenty of guys in the area to make the play. They just could not get it done.
Well, South Putnam has opened up a little bit of a gap in this second quarter, outscoring the Eagles outscoring the Cougars 24-6 so far in this quarter. 18 and 2/10 seconds to go is all that's left here in this halftime. We'll have a full recap at halftime. Chris and I will run through the first half, look at some statistics, and we'll have Chris's adjustments, what he thinks each team will look to tweak heading into the third quarter. There are a lot of options offensively for this South Putnam team.
Absolutely. I mean, Switzer's can do things. Mullen is very kind of a dual-dimensional quarterback back there. He can throw the ball pretty well, and he can move when he gets an open field when he wants to run. So just they can attack you in so many different ways.
Wyatt Kendall on to kick it away.
He's been pretty busy.
18 seconds remaining in the first half. Sidewinding kick taken by Wes Murphy at the 6. Angling toward the wide side, running east-west, and he's encircled out near the 10-yard line. First and 10. They spot the football.
Looks like right at the 10.
Right at the 10, yeah. So a return of about 4 yards for Murphy. I would anticipate that the Cougars indeed are in a kneel-down formation. Kramer's under center, takes the knee, and that will indeed be the final play. Let's see. That is indeed the final play of the first half. So behind a 24-6 second quarter advantage, the home team, South Putnam, leads North Putnam 38-13. We'll step out for a couple minutes. Halftime activities around the corner next on the ISC Sports Network.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds.
Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now,
high school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 10 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County.
Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. Said that was going to be a highlight reel. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Want lightning-fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town. So you can download huge files in a flash. Stream videos at blazing speeds. And game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
Welcome back to South Putnam High School. We are at halftime on the ISC Sports Network. Week 3 of Indiana high school football. The South Putnam Eagles, home team tonight, leads their cross-county rival, the North Putnam Cougars, 38-13. Rob Brown and Chris Walker back with you. Chris, we take a look at this first half. We'll have some highlights in segment 2 of this halftime show. The second quarter is where the momentum really swung in the favor of the home team. North Putnam, a very solid first quarter, trailed just 14-7, got to within 1 at 14-13, and then the momentum really swung to the home side for the final 10 minutes of that first half.
Yeah, North Putnam had a few breakdowns that really cost them big in this game, and it's really allowed South Putnam to blow it open right now.
Well, in that second quarter, trailing 24-13, still within arm's reach, down 11 points. North Putnam was trying to get a drive going, threw a pick 6, then went 3 and out, and then an 83-yard run by the quarterback Wyatt Mullen. So bang, bang, it goes from 24-13 to 38-13 in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, 2 quick plays, 2 unfortunate turnovers, and you know, it's just one of those things where these things are happening in North Putnam at the wrong time, and a team like South Putnam is going to capitalize on it, and then you get a game when it's out of hand like it is now.
Well, we talked in the beginning of the game, one of your keys was North Putnam trying to play clean, and we talked about it in the pregame show. It's a young football team that a new coaching staff is trying to kind of teach their ways. So I would imagine there's some pretty significant conversations from a positive standpoint in that North Putnam locker room trying to coach those young guys up.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where North Putnam they have not had a ton of turnovers, but when they have, they've been in inopportune times, right? The problem is it's just been, I'm sorry, a lot of penalties. Their penalties have been at inopportune times, but the turnovers have been really costly in this game for them.
38-13 is our score. South Putnam leads. Chris and I will take our first break here at the halftime show. When we come back, we'll show you some of those plays we reference, our highlight package here at the break. We'll be back after this on the ISC Sports Network.
The ISC Sports Network is your home for sports content across the Hoosier State. Find us live on TV and streaming or archived on our website and our app. The ISC is your one-stop shop for the content you want to see, including high school sports, college sports, and other great events throughout the year. Subscribe to our streaming service and get access to it all. ISC, local lives here.
Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday night, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County.
Unbelievable.
Touchdown. Living up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. So that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Now back at South Putnam High School. South Putnam here at the break, 38-13. Let's take a look at some of our first half highlights. We referenced a couple plays in our first segment of this halftime. Here's Luke Switzer. He was very effective running the football, especially between the tackles in that first half, Chris.
Yes, he was. Very effective, very good football player. Looks for contact, not afraid to go right through you.
There's Wyatt Mullen. This is the first touchdown of the game on 4th and 18. They went for it all, and he found Logan Tumaw for the 36-yard touchdown pass. That was the first score of the game.
It's just one of those situations where you convert on a long opportunity there. Really impressive.
North Putnam on a subsequent drive capitalized and answered with a touchdown as Christian Kramer went to his older brother Eric for the score.
I really like Eric Kramer. He does some really good things on the football field.
Here's the bubble screen that turned into an 18-yard touchdown pass, again on a 4th down play. Actually, there's a long play that got inside the 10-yard line. Beg your pardon. Wyatt Switzer did score a touchdown.
Yep.
There's the touchdown pass by Switzer on 4th down right here.
Exactly.
An 18-yarder.
Just goes right over the top of the defender there. See the defender asking for a pass interference.
And then
Luke.
That's Crickmore was stopped
Crickmore,
on 3rd and 1.
Yep.
And then and that was the 4th and goal on the 1 foot line. And then subsequent possession, the 99-yard pass. And you see Miles Bryan make a great stop and go move at the 35 and then accelerate away from the defenders. A couple join the pursuit here in the final 30-yard line, and the final 30 yards rather, but it's a 99-yard touchdown pass. We could safely say ties the school record.
Can't do any better than that one.
The extra point, however, was blocked, and that prevented North Putnam from tying the game. And later in the second quarter, here's the acceleration up the middle by Peyton Crickmore on the 15-yarder.
Yeah, that's when Crickmore finally found some daylight. He's quick once he sees a little daylight. Good job there by Peyton Crickmore.
That made it 21-13. And then here's another nice run by Luke Switzer. This set up the short field that eventually the Eagles would capitalize and convert a field goal on a 32-yarder. And then here's the big hit on the kickoff return.
It's a huge hit there. We heard that one all the way up in the press box.
On that hit. And then here's the pick six. That was a 45-yarder through the hands of Wes Murphy, and then Wyatt Switzer, his second touchdown of the first half. This one defensive on the 46-yard interception return. That made it 31-14. South Putnam would add one more touchdown. Take a look at this. Wyatt Mullins scrambling on third down. And he almost comes to a stop here, Chris, like he's going to give himself up and take a knee. And then he escapes from the crowd and turns on the burst.
Yeah, that one hurt right there, because like I said, you had plenty of white jerseys around Wyatt Mullen there to make the tackle, and no one made the tackle. And that just breaks it up, makes it, a 25-point game. That makes it really tough.
All told, a 24-point quarter for South Putnam, and allowed the Eagles to expand their lead to where it sits right now at 25 points. We're going to take our final break here in the halftime. When we come back, Chris will give us some second half adjustments for each club, and we'll take you up to the start of the third quarter after this on the ISC Sports Network.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Taken, and an and one.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 10 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County.
Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. So that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Want lightning-fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town. So you can download huge files in a flash. Stream videos at blazing speeds. And game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
The ISC Sports Network is your home for sports content across the Hoosier State. Find us live on TV and streaming or archived on our website and our app. The ISC is your one-stop shop for the content you want to see, including high school sports, college sports, and other great events throughout the year. Subscribe to our streaming service and get access to it all. ISC, local lives here.
Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications, technology for real people.
Well, as the Endeavor Communications halftime show winds down, we'll remind you that business phone solutions with Endeavor Communications is the way to go. More than a phone system, Endeavor offers a hosted unified communication solution that gives businesses the ability to be accessible anytime, anywhere, on any device. Find out more at www.weendeavor.com. Bob Brown and Chris Walker back with you in Greencastle, Indiana. Set to start the second half. South Putnam leads North Putnam 38-13. Chris, what do you have your eye on here for second half adjustments for both teams?
Well, if you're South Putnam, I would say keep on doing what you're doing. I mean, they are as balanced as you can be. About 165 yards, both passing and running in this first half. And they've been really impressive. We talked about before the game, they wanted to run the ball to kind of open up the pass, and they've really done that. So if you're South Putnam, you want to do what you've been doing all game. If you're North Putnam, it's a time where you just really need to regroup. Try to get through a quarter playing clean football. How about no penalties and no turnovers in a quarter, and start building on that and, finish this game strong and take that into your fourth week of the season.
Well, really, if you're the only negative I think that you could point to, South Putnam had 6 penalties in the first half for a total of 40 yards. Only one of those was a double-figure number. That was the unsportsmanlike
yes.
at the possession change.
Correct.
Out near midfield.
Yep.
North Putnam had just one penalty. That was actually a 1-yard penalty. That was the half the distance penalty when the ball was at the 2-yard line. So that goes in the books as a 1-yard penalty. But North Putnam will get the ball back to start the second half. So I would imagine there was some conversation in the visiting locker room at halftime to get the freshman quarterback refocused and get him back on board with what the plan is for the second half.
Yeah, I'd like to see North Putnam come out, get the ball to Noah Claycomb here, let him run, lather him up a little bit, kind of take some time off the clock, and have a long, sustained drive.
Claycomb, we mentioned, he had 23 carries last week. Those were the only rushing attempts of the game for North Putnam. He has 28 yards so far tonight on 7 carries. South Putnam will kick it away. Eagles have delivered some crushing hits on kick coverage tonight.
Yes, they have.
And a high end-over-ender
Flag.
and a flag down on the kick.
I think they got him. They left a little bit too soon. I saw that earlier in the game, and I think they let it go, but got to be careful.
Are you suggesting they gave him one free one?
I did.
We'll give you the first one.
That's right.
We have to call the second one.
They most certainly did.
So presumably the Eagles will be backed up 5 yards and try it again. And that will be the case. So 5-yard penalty. 7th of the night on the Eagles for 45 yards. Wyatt Kendall kicking this one off. Kick this one off from the 35. Left footer hits a low.
They did it
twister,
again.
They did it again.
And it's number 13. It was, number 13 there jumped off a little too soon.
Well,
I think South Putnam subscribes to the Dallas Cowboy way of football, where if you're winning, it doesn't matter, but they're getting a lot of penalties on themselves. So it's not the cleanest football, but it looks a lot like Mike McCarthy's Dallas Cowboys team right now.
You might be onto something there. We'll try it again. And the deep man Wes Murphy continues to creep closer.
I was going to say the deep man is getting less and less deep is what's happening.
Yeah, he's now at the 15. Third time's the charm, we hope. Get this third quarter started.
I'd love to see a player get real close. There's no way they call it 3 times in a row here.
And they all wait.
They did.
Yep. Now we'll try this one. Taken at the 17 by Murphy. Cutting toward the outside and cut off his feet outside across the 31. And we do have a Cougar player down on that return. Not catch a number there, but
it's good he's getting up. Looks like he's getting up on his own.
Athletic trainer was there quickly.
Good.
And let's see, they'll put the ball down at the 33, it looks like. It's Quentin Brown, sophomore coverage man, who was shaken up on the play, but he's able to get off the field under his own power. So this drive begins at the 33 for North Putnam, which trails 38-13. Wildcat keep.
Looks like
out
Eric
to the
Kramer, right?
That is Eric Kramer on the Wildcat keep. Out to the Eric Kramer on the keep out to the 30, let's call it the 39, so give him 6 on the play. Second down and a long 4. Again, Eric Kramer on the keep. This time, the Eagles were ready to go. Aiden Beatles, first time we've called his name tonight. He's in on the stop. Beatles had, Chris, get a load of this number. That's a loss of 1. Beatles had 24 tackles last week at Owen Valley.
Wow. That's
14 solo tackles. He was 22 tackles, 14 solos. Loss of 1 there for Kramer. Sets up third down and 5.
That's 3 weeks worth of tackles right there.
Now Eric Kramer will throw a pass, and it's broken up. So a quarterback change. Eric Kramer, the senior, and the older brother of the freshman, Christian Kramer.
Good to see Caden Switzer back in the game making plays as well.
Yes, he was shaken up in the second quarter. Number 6, the junior who's returned. First action of the season for him. And now Christian Kramer is back in, but he also is the punter. He has 3 punts tonight, 31, 31, and 43 yards respectively in that first half.
When you snap it this short, well, I think
you got to get it off quick. They're going to run a play here on 4th down in the flat, and it's in and out of the hands.
No.
Oh, they rolled the dice on 4th and 5. And Miles Bryan had a chance. He was beyond the line to gain when he turned to find the football, but he couldn't corral it. And North Putnam turns it over on downs.
And Miles Bryan has been good tonight, but that one, again, he just took his eye off the last second, trying to run before he caught the ball, and it just slips right through his hands.
So that decision, easy to second guess after the fact. That decision, though, gives the Eagles a very short field. And a 25-point lead for the Eagles' first possession of this third quarter. There's a delayed give to Crickmore, and he's encircled. That's more of what we saw from that between the tackles run defense from the Cougars in the first half.
And it seems to be happening to Crickmore more than anyone else.
Yeah, he's been stopped for no gain on 3 of his 7 carries. He does, however, have a 15-yard touchdown run in between those.
If he gets any daylight, he's gone.
Yes. Second down and 10. Luke Switzer's back in at the tailback spot, standing in the pistol formation behind his quarterback, Wyatt Mullen.
A lot of Wyatts on the field today.
A lot of Wyatts out there. Mullen stands in, quick throw to the left side. It's caught by Hill. And he's wrestled down at near the 35, across the 35, inside I should say, down to the 30, call it the 33, pick up a 5.
It's about 3rd and 6 or so, it looks like, maybe.
Yep. Off the 34, yep. So a gain of 3rd and 6. 3rd and 5, excuse me.
Yep.
Yep. Mullen will run it himself and slide for the first down. Now he's down where the slide starts, not where it finishes, but he was smart enough, though. Oh, he did not make it.
I was gonna say.
I thought, yeah.
When he started that slide, it was short.
His slide ended past the line to gain.
Correct.
That's where you start it. So give him 4, but he's a yard short. And they'll go for it on 4th and 1. Eagles were 2 out of 3 on 4th down in the first half.
See, this is where now would line up under center and give the ball to Luke Switzer.
Switzer's in an H-back position.
Yes, he
lined
is.
up. And a straight ahead give to Crickmore, and he runs right into a wall of white shirts. I don't know.
It's going to be close.
I think they gave him a generous forward progress spot, though, on the initial surge before the white shirts drove him back. Let's see, though. He needed the 29. I don't think he got it. If they could put the ball at they're not even going to measure it. They put it down at the 30, and they say, no way.
They've already turned it
He
over.
didn't get it. Wow. That was an eyebrow-raising spot.
I would agree with you there, partner.
He needed the 29. I thought the initial surge got him there. Certainly he was pushed back to the 30, which is where the football sits, but another stop on 4th and short by the Cougar defense.
Good stop there by North Putnam.
Credit to them.
It's positive.
They get it back. Pass out in the flat is incomplete. Second down and 10 at the 30. .8:21 left, third quarter. Each team turning it over on downs on its first second half possession. Kramer fakes the give, rolls out, throws, it's picked off. Picked off up the sideline and twisted out of bounds.
Caden Switzer.
Caden Switzer with the interception. So he gets shaken up in the second quarter. He gets the interception there. Picked off at the 35-yard line. Second interception of the night.
He's having some fun out there. Big smile. Jumping around, chest bumping his teammates. He's having a good old time.
So Caden Switzer gets an interception, matching his younger brother Wyatt's pick 6 in the first half. Didn't take it all the way, but he takes it down to the 15. So a return of about 30 yards and a short field for the Eagles. Give to Crickmore, trying the outside, vaults a tackler. Very close to the line to gain, which is the 5-yard line. See where they put him down. So give him 6 on the play. I thought he was a lot closer than that.
So did I.
But that just reiterates that my depth perception is lousy. Second down and 4. Eagles trying to punch it in. Delayed give to Crickmore, jitterbugging his way to the goal line, and he lunges, and they say he is down. He is not in.
Got to make sure you don't throw that ball in the end zone because that becomes a touchback, right?
He's down inside the 1-yard line. So give him 8. But he is short. First and goal at the 1.
I think this one's going to go to Mr. Switzer.
Well, Switzer is back in there in the pistol formation. He does indeed take the handoff, and he barges straight ahead into the end zone for the touchdown. First rushing touchdown of the night for Luke Switzer. His 3rd of the season, and the Eagles lead it 44-13. 1-yard run for Luke Switzer. Wyatt Kendall is on for the PAT. Plenty of leg, and that's good.
Tell you what, Wyatt Kendall's going to have to take an ice bath out of this game. He's kicking so much.
Yeah, he's gotten his money's worth for sure. 45-13 the score. 7:05 to go here in quarter number 3. We'll go ahead and stay here. And we'll remind you of our great sponsor, Endeavor Communications. Endeavor Communications offers a variety of internet speeds that fit your family or business needs. Surf the internet faster than ever before with internet speeds up to a gig. Contact them at weendeavor.com. That's weendeavor.com. South Putnam taking advantage of that short field set up by the interception from Caden Switzer. And they punch it in on 3 running plays.
Well, Rob, you and I talked about it at the half. Now South Putnam, or North Putnam, is in danger of the running clock. You're 3 points away at this point. You don't want to get in that territory. Or, I'm sorry, 2 points, right? I mean,
3.
Did I say 3? Yeah.
It's
so
35. Yep.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah, to reiterate, this is the 4th year of the rule. Once the score gets to 35 points, the running clock for the remainder of the game. Ball down, the clock stops only on scores, injuries, or timeouts. Wyatt Kendall out to kick it deep. Good end-over-end kick taken by Wes Murphy at the 10. Angling for the sideline, and he's taken down shy of the 25. And put it at the 24. So North Putnam, not the momentum you would hope coming out of the locker room, Chris. Their 2 second-half possessions have been a turnover on downs and then an interception that was taken back inside the red zone, setting up a short field.
Yeah, well, we talked about at the half. Come out in this second half and try to play a quarter turnover-free and penalty-free, and they have not been able to do that thus far. But like we said earlier, they're a young team. They're learning. These young guys are getting a lot of experience. It's only going to help them as they continue to play football.
So the freshman quarterback, Christian Kramer, leads his team out. And a hard count. Eagles almost came across, but not quite. Delayed give. Up the right side. That's Crickmore. Nice first down. Claycomb, excuse me. A nice run on first down. Gain of 7.
They needed that. Good positive play on first down by Claycomb.
Claycomb again. Now he's in the secondary. Spun around, still on his feet, driving his way out to the 45. First down for the Cougars. Good hard running by the senior, Noah Claycomb.
You know, I thought when you see him spin around like that, a lot of times that's a face mask, but obviously that was not the case in that situation.
And that is Claycomb's first run of over 10 yards.
Wow.
Tonight. They've held him in check by and large. High snap again. Claycomb pounding the right side, driving out near the 50.
Keep doing it. You do this a couple more times and you can work that play action pass and find someone deep.
Well, Scott Moore will take a 4-yard rush on first down all day, every day.
Yes, he will.
Give him 4 on the play. Second down. This time, Kramer throws, caught by Miles Bryan. Tackled short of the line to gain by about a yard. It's just set up 3rd and short. Catch of 5.
It's a big third down here for North Putnam. Find a way to convert this right now. It's a long yard.
Miles Bryan well over 100 yards receiving tonight. Claycomb surging right up the middle on the delay. He did not get it. He's short by about a yard. No gain on the play officially. Miles Bryan with 113 yards receiving, although 99 of those came on one play. A little skewed. A little bit of an abnormal sample size. 4th and 1, they'll go for it. Claycom's got the first down. He's in the secondary, and he's out near the 35. Noah Claycom running hard on this drive, delivering the mail between the tackles in this third quarter.
He is tired, too.
Yes, he is. But he's running hard.
Yes, he is.
Give him 10. 5 carries on this drive for Claycom.
Got to be careful here. When you start to get tired and fatigued, that's normally when fumbles happen.
Got 5 carries and 33 yards on this drive. Give it to him again, and he's got a good first down carry before he's tossed down shy of the 30.
You may have to give him a substitution. You got to get him out for a second. Give him a breather.
Yeah, Caden Switzer and Aiden Beatles threw him down.
He's feeling it right now,
Yeah.
man.
See where they put the football down at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. I'll give him 4, excuse me. Quick toss to Miles Bryan, and he's gang tackled at the 30, shy of the line to gain, but it does set up 3rd down and short. And they gave Bryan the 29, so 3rd down and 3, and they need the 26.
Another big 3rd down here for North Putnam. See if they give this ball to Claycom and let him find some room. Nope.
Kramer drops to throw, and
oh my God!
In the middle, he picked it off. Intercepted.
That is great hands by Ethan Harcourt. Wow.
I'm not sure if the ball was deflected, but you don't see a nose tackle picking too many passes off, but that's exactly what Ethan Harcourt just did.
I'll tell you another thing, Rob. I just saw the worst 2 vertical leaps I've ever seen between Ethan Harcourt and his coach celebrating after that interception.
Wow. That's
That
the
is a
3rd
heck of a
interception
play.
of the night.
That's a heck of a play by a defensive lineman there.
We'll hope to have that replay in the post-game show tonight. Ethan Harcourt with the interception. Wyatt Mullen dropping, throws underneath to Hill. Flag is down. Hill is loose. Into the secondary, inside the 30. But I believe that's going to come back.
That most certainly is coming back.
Flag is down.
There's no worse feeling when you're the ball carrier and you've made that long gain and you turn around and see everyone walking back.
Yeah.
You're just like, thanks, guys.
So a hold takes it back. It's a spot foul.
You know, this is one of these games for South Putnam, Rob, where it looks like they're going to get the win, but there's still going to be a lot of opportunities to coach these guys up with some of the sloppy play they've had here tonight.
That ball goes all the way back to the 15. It's a 16-yard penalty on the spot foul. 3rd and very long. A long pass thrown out near midfield, and it is broken up. Nice play on the defense that time. Broken up by Neil Bryan, number 8. First time we've called his name tonight. The intended receiver, Wyatt Switzer.
The only problem was that was a little bit underthrown by Wyatt Mullen because he had Wyatt Switzer running down the field open. He just underthrew him just a little bit.
Second down and 26. Straight up the middle on the give. That's Crickmore.
Yep. Gonna have another 3rd and forever here, Rob.
Yep, give him 2 on the play. Moore has a team high 11 carries tonight.
What do you dial up for a 3rd and 27? Everyone go deep?
That's a short. That's a short list. Play clock down inside 10. Mullen drops straight back, has plenty of time. Now he's flush in the pocket. He'll run it himself.
Oh, my
He's got
goodness.
room. He's got a first down. He's out across midfield. He cuts into open territory. He turns on the Jets. He might go, and he does.
So
Wyatt Switzer with an 83-yard run.
I'll ask that question again. What do you draw up for a 3rd and 27? How about you drop your quarterback and just say, hey, go run, son?
Wow. 83-yard run.
Wow.
Second one of the night. So that initiates the running clock as well, as the lead has passed 35 points. Yeah, clock stops. The clock will stop on injuries, scores, and timeouts. That's it the rest of the way. PAT is on the way and good. So Wyatt Kendall converts. 52-13 our score, late 3rd quarter. We'll go ahead and take a break, come right back. Indiana High School football on the ISC Sports Network.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday night, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
Well, 52-13 our score. Stadium still buzzing about this touchdown run, but we're going to look at the interception here on the previous possession. And it was absolutely intercepted. No deflection. It was cleanly picked off by the nose tackle, Ethan Harcourt.
But more impressively, can we show the replay of the vertical jump and the celebration between the assistant coach and Harcourt there?
1:19 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and we will have a running clock for the duration of this game, with the Eagles of South Putnam leading 52-13. Wyatt Murphy takes it at the 10. And he's escorted out of bounds at the 23.
Oh, my goodness.
And now there's some extracurriculars
after
a
lot of extracurriculars.
The flag flew in when Murphy was taken down, and then there was some additional stuff beyond the play. So they'll have to sort this out. While they do, let's talk about the ISC Sports Network and remind our viewers out there to subscribe to the ISC Sports Network for the best in semi-pro, college, and high school sports in Indiana and beyond. ISC Sports Network is your home for the best live high school football coverage in Central Indiana and has thousands of games in their archive from around the state. Subscribe today for just $4.99 per month at iscsportsnetwork.com. Face mask called against the Eagles.
Well, Rob, you know, in these kind of rivalry games, you expect to see a little extracurriculars at times. You just want to make sure as an official and as coaches you keep it under control.
Well, the clock was running throughout the duration of that penalty mark-off, so it's a 15-yard penalty, but the drive will then pick up and go on the other side of this quarter break. We'll have a running clock for the 4th quarter, and the Eagles of South Putnam lead it 52-13. We'll step out. 4th quarter next after we return on the ISC Sports Network.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
We're back. Rob Brown, Chris Walker with you. 1 quarter to go here from Greencastle. And the home team leads 52-13. 14-0 advantage for the home team in that third quarter. Allowed the Eagles to initiate the running clock, which we'll have for the entirety of this fourth quarter. Clock will stop on injuries, timeouts, and scores only. North Putnam back at it here. Kramer fakes.
Oh, wow.
And he's rushed and sacked. Sacked back at the 31-yard line. That was Ben Typin on the sack.
Ben Typin, yes it was.
I think that's the first sack we've had for either team tonight.
Yeah, he really closed the gap fast there.
Loss of 10 on the play. 2nd and 20.
You know, he got in there so fast on Kramer, he didn't even have an opportunity to throw the ball away at that point.
That's the first time that they've gotten to Kramer on that rollout
That's
play.
right. That's right.
Throwing a long throw out to the boundary, and it's caught by Miles Bryan. But it'll still be 3rd and very long.
There is a lot of talking going on back and forth on that football field right now, Rob.
Give him a gain of 4 on that catch. 6th catch of the night for Miles Bryan. That's 3rd down and 16. Line to gain is the 47 in South Putnam territory, so still a very long way to go. Kramer stands in, pocket collapses. Typin almost gets him, but Kramer eludes. Now throws near sideline, and it's in and out of the hands of Miles Bryan. Nice job by Kramer, though, to get away.
Yes, it was.
From the rush there.
Really good job.
52-13 is our score.
Right on the average number of points that they've scored so far this year, right? 52 points.
And I am so impressed, Chris, with the diversity of their offense.
Same here.
There's so many different ways that they can break off big plays.
So many options.
4th down and a long way. Kramer stands in the pocket. Now he eludes, and he's sacked at the 31. This time it's Caleb Owens, the senior defensive tackle. 2nd sack on the drive. And that's a loss of 7 and a turnover on downs.
I'll tell you what, man. Christian Kramer is a tough freshman.
Yes.
I mean, this kid is just getting harassed back there, and it doesn't matter. He's coming back every single play. He's fighting. He's having fun out there.
Well, and he's a kid that we've seen tonight, Chris. He's a kid that you're going to keep an eye on as he progresses throughout his high school career, and it wouldn't surprise you at all that he's one of the better 2A quarterbacks in the state by the time he's an upperclassman.
No question. He's going to make tremendous strides. You'll see him even next year. He's going to be significantly better. So they have a good young quarterback, that's for sure.
It's like we have a new quarterback in the ball game. Hayden Tencher, the freshman, number 12 on your screen. Turns and hands to a new running back in the game. That's Stephen Benton. So Stephen Benton on the carry. And a loss of 1, or they gave him forward progress back to the 30. If so, there's no gain. Yep, 2nd and 10. Ball at the 30-yard line.
I was watching Tencher throw the ball in warm-ups, pregame warm-ups. He looked pretty good back there.
5'9", 155 pounds listed. New faces in the game for this final 8 minutes and change. Clock running.
You say 5'9", 155. That was heavier than I was when I stepped on Purdue campus to play a baseball player.
Tincher, shovel pass to Benton, and he's tackled at the 35. So that goes down as a pass attempt and completed. Back to the 34.
Good game tackling there by the North Putnam Cougars.
Well, hang on a second, though. We've got a procedure penalty that's declined. Flag picked up, so the procedure penalty was declined. So a loss of 4 on the play, and it's 3rd down and long. And Benton is tossed down for a loss of a couple more. So it's back to the 37. 4th down. Clock inside 7 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Tencher looks it over, the defense. Takes the snap, hands to Benton. Benton tries the left side, and just not a lot there.
Nothing there.
So turnover on downs.
Timeout.
And a timeout called. Called by South Putnam. And while we're here with this timeout call, we'll go ahead and take a moment to thank Endeavor Communications, sponsor of tonight's game. They offer a variety of internet speeds that fit your family or business needs. Surf the internet faster than ever before with internet speeds of up to a gig. Contact them at weendeavor.com for more information. I have tripped up over that all night long. Tonight's game is also brought to us by the ISC Sports Network. See game highlights, promos, and more. Follow ISC on social media. You can follow ISC Sports Network on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and TikTok. The kids love the TikToks. Subscribe on ISC YouTube channel for free game streams also. Just search ISC Sports Network on any of these platforms for all the content you're looking for. Timeout after the possession change. 6:17 to go. And this possession for North Putnam will begin at the Cougar 37-yard line. Kramer, quick pass in the flat. That's caught by the freshman Wes Murphy. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet, down the sideline, and he's still going, still on his feet, and he's pushed out the 20. Wes Murphy working his way down the sideline.
Nice job there by Wes Murphy.
So the ball at the 17. That's a 46-yard catch and run by Wes Murphy.
Wes Murphy's another freshman. He's going to be able to grow up with Kramer as well. They're going to be good.
Straight ahead running. By Claycomb. And give him 8 on the play. Claycomb's will try it again. Spinning on his feet. He's inside the 5 before he's stacked up, and the play is blown dead. But that's enough. A 9-yard gain, enough for a first down. Claycomb unofficially 82 yards on 15 carries. Cougars trying to punch one last score in here before the game clock runs out. Inside 5 minutes. We've got a running clock since the tail end of the third quarter. 1st and goal at the 4. Give to Claycomb straight ahead, and he'll vault his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Claycomb with the 4-yard touchdown run. And that's the first second half score for the Cougars. That makes it 52-19. Game clock is still rolling, and it will stop after the extra point. Polly is on to try the PAT. He had an extra point blocked in the second quarter. On the way, and it is good.
Just tucked it in that left upright.
So the PAT is good, making it 52-20 with 3:51 to go. We'll go ahead and step out and take a quick break. 3:51 to go, 52-20 our score. Back in a moment on the ISC Sports Network.
Still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County.
Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. Said that was going to be a highlight reel. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
52-20 our score. And the two teams came out for the wrong and the wrong sides for the kickoff. That'll confuse everyone in the press box, including yours truly.
It almost looked like they were just calling the game. They're getting ready to
It
do a
did.
handshake.
Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and shut it down now. But no, we're going to play out the final 3:51. Evan Polly on to kick it away. Polly with the onside kick, and it goes out of bounds. It's a nice job that time by Colby Harcourt to jump out of the way of that kick. That thing was coming hot, and he knew he was going to have a hard time feeling it, and he also knew it was going to go out of bounds.
That was just a really smart play there. That's a headsy football player. Because you're right, there's so many bad things that can happen. That you step in front of that trying to field it, hits right off your chest plate, and it goes right back to the other team. It's going to be really hard to field that ball cleanly. So the best thing to do is get out of the way and let it run out of bounds, and that's exactly what it did.
So it's a 5-yard penalty, and they'll just put the ball in play. So they sort this out.
They're trying to.
And while they sort this out, the clock is still rolling, we'll remind you. They'll put it down to start the drive at the 41-yard line. And this presumably will be the final possession of the game. And to give to a new running back into the game. And that's Wyatt Speth.
Another Wyatt.
Carry. Yep.
I mean, what was going on?
A lot of Wyatts on this team. Tough for me to keep track. I think we've done a decent job of that. Loss of 4 on the play. Loss of 1, on the forward progress. They gave him a loss of 1.
Almost had a pterodactyl fly in the press box here, Rob.
Yeah, the moths are large in Putnam County. Much larger than where I'm from. Inside 100 seconds to go. Been all South Putnam here since the start of the second quarter. Give again to Speth. This time he's got a nice delayed run around in. He's got a first down and more out across inside the 45, inside the 40 into Cougar territory. And that brings the Eagle faithful to their feet, applauding the efforts of Speth. 22-yard run down to the 39.
Can't imagine you're going to get more than 2 more plays in this ball game here.
getting arranged here. Pre-snap. Give again to Speth. Stutter step move straight ahead, and he's brought down. Game clock is ahead of the play clock, so in theory, the Eagles do not have to run another play.
They are lining up pretty fast. Like
they're lining up, and then the coaching staff has called them to the sidelines and said, fellas, this one's in the books.
That's right.
So the Eagles will come to the sideline and watch the clock run down to 0. And in the 56th installment of the North Putnam-South Putnam rivalry, this one goes to the Eagles of South Putnam. Our final score from Greencastle: South Putnam 52, North Putnam 20. Stay tuned. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Chris and I will hand out our post-game awards, have some final thoughts, and we'll wrap it up from Greencastle after this on the ISC Sports Network.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Taken, and an and one.
Welcome back to Greencastle, South Putnam High School. The home team Eagles victorious tonight in a rivalry game, celebrating out at the 30 with their cheerleaders and the student body, celebrating this rivalry victory. Rob Brown and Chris Walker back with you for the final time. And, Chris, it was a tight game, 14-7 after one quarter. South Putnam led, but then in the middle 2 quarters, the Eagles outscored the Cougars 38-6, and that was really the difference in the game.
Yeah, just a couple bad turnovers at the wrong time, and it turned into a blowout.
So the Eagles with the win improved to 2-1. Meanwhile, North Putnam drops to 0-3. Eagles will head back on the road and be at Greencastle next Friday night, while North Putnam will return home to host 1A Covenant Christian off the west side of Indianapolis. Let's take a look at some of our in-game awards in terms of play of the game, player of the game, etc. in this contest. First, I think we're going to have our play of the game, and that was one of the 3 North Putnam touchdowns. It was 3rd down and 10 at the 1-yard line, and the freshman Christian Kramer went up top to Miles Bryan, and Bryan took it 99 yards down the sideline for the touchdown, one of his 6 catches on the night.
That was a really cool, really impressive play.
Our player of the game tonight, we had a couple opportunities there. Certainly Wyatt Switzer, though, will get it, the junior. He had 4 touchdown catches, or 4 receptions, rather, for 81 yards. This one set up a touchdown that he'll catch here on 4th and 10. 18 yards and a leaping grab in the back of the end zone. And then he added a defensive touchdown.
Pick 6.
Here in the second quarter, Chris.
Yeah, just really dancing off the receiver's hands, and he reads his blocks very well. His team turns defense into offense right there, and just really well done by the South Putnam Eagles.
Well, and then I don't think we have a drive of the game tonight, so we're going to go ahead and close things down here from Greencastle and South Putnam High School. Again, our final score, South Putnam improves to 2-1 with a 52-20 win over the North Putnam Cougars. I want to thank our great crew tonight. Greg Mash is our director. Eldon Wheeler and Soraya Mash were on the cameras tonight. And Greg did a great job running things in our setup here on site at South Putnam High School. You can catch my partner Chris Walker and I next week. We'll have 1A Wabash River Conference football with Covington taking on Mount Central. Hope you can join us for that one. Hope you have a great Labor Day weekend. And as we say goodnight from Greencastle, again, our final, South Putnam wins over North Putnam 52-20. And as I chest bump my partner Chris Walker, we'll say goodnight from Greencastle. This has been a production of the ISC Sports Network. So long, everybody.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.